If you've shopped online, chances are you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout, the one that makes buying so incredibly simple? That's Shopify, and there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it incredibly easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Shopify gives you that leg up from day one with hundreds of beautiful and ready-to-go templates to express your brand style. And forget about the code. Tackle those important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. Spread your brand's word with built-in marketing and email tools to find and keep new customers. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/DCR. Go to shopify.com/DCR. Shopify.com/DCR. No matter what your job is, you're going to benefit from knowing one or two AI or tech skills. That's where Udacity comes in. DCR is sponsored by Udacity. Want to learn skills that command higher salaries so you can stack more sats? Udacity is an online learning platform with courses in AI and tech, and some blockchain as well. Udacity removes the guesswork from DIY learning so you can learn what you need and optimize your time. When you learn with Udacity, you're actively learning and practicing exercises and projects. Udacity is consistently ranked as the top skill development platform because it uses real-world projects and human experts to help you upgrade your work. Udacity just launched a master's degree in AI. For under $5,000, you can get the Master of Science in AI. For a better job, better opportunity, and more confidence, check out Udacity today. The tech field is always evolving, and you should be too. You can try Udacity risk-free for 7 days. Head to udacity.com/DCR and use code DCR for 40% off your order. Once again, that's udacity.com/DCR for 40% off. Make sure you use our promo code DCR so they know we sent you. It's 8 a.m. Eastern, December 13th, and this is your daily crypto report. Bitcoin is down slightly at $90,406. Ethereum is up slightly at $3,116, and Binance Coin back in the top 3 is up slightly at $892. Tether, the stablecoin giant that has made over $10 billion in profit in the first 3 quarters of this year, has submitted an all-cash bid to buy Exor's entire stake in Juventus Football Club, potentially taking control of the storied Italian team long owned by the Agnelli family. The company already has ties to the club through a minority stake it acquired in February. CEO Paolo Arduino framed the move as deeply personal, saying he grew up with Juventus and learned values like commitment and resilience from the club. If the deal closes, Tether says it's ready to invest €1 billion into supporting and developing Juventus, which already counts Adidas, Jeep, and Allianz among its major partners. The bid marks one of Tether's highest profile diversification moves to date, following earlier investments in areas like AI and gold. Well, Solana has officially brought Jump Crypto's Firedancer client to Mainnet, a new C-based, ground-up rewrite of the original Solana Labs code designed to boost resilience, client diversity, and throughput toward the network 1 million transactions per second goal. Firedancer, which has quietly been running in production on a handful of validators for about 100 days after an initially planned Q2 2024 launch, gives Solana a third real client implementation in an ecosystem long dominated by Rust-based forks of the original code. Researchers have warned that reliance on a single code base is a centralization and liveness risk, and Firedancer's independent architecture, modular tile-based design, and low-level hardware optimizations are meant to mitigate that. Firedancer is part of a broader Solana scaling push that includes Jump's proposal to scrap the hard block limit so blocks can grow with validator capacity, and the upcoming Alpenglow upgrade. While DeFi advocates, including the DeFi Education Fund, Andreessen Horowitz, the Digital Chamber, and the Uniswap Foundation, have fired back at Citadel Securities' recent letter urging the SEC to fully identify and regulate intermediaries in tokenized U.S. equity trading, arguing Citadel's position is legally flawed and would stretch broker-dealer registration to almost anyone even tangentially involved in a DeFi transaction. And finally, Fogo, an experimental Layer 1 blockchain built on Solana's tech stack, has canceled its planned $20 million token pre-sale at a $1 billion fully diluted valuation and will instead airdrop the 2% token allocation that was meant for the sale, saying it's a better way to reward early users ahead of its January 13th mainnet launch. The move comes after it published tokenomics showing about 39% of Fogo's supply unlocking at launch, including roughly 7% for an immediately tradable airdrop, around 1/3 to fund the Fogo Foundation compensation and 34% for core contributors on a 4-year vesting schedule, plus about 9% for institutional investors and 7% for advisors. Around 11% of supply is earmarked for community ownership. That's all for us today. Visit us at dailycryptoreport.io and listen to us everywhere else you podcast under Daily Crypto Report.
Why have 3 Gilmore Girls in a small town resonated with generations of fans? And what does a TV series that ended nearly 2 decades ago reveal about who we want to be? Generation Gilmore Girls is a brand new 3-part podcast series that looks for answers where it all began, in Connecticut. Hosted by me, Chloe Wynn, and produced by Connecticut Public, the same award-winning NPR and PBS member station behind the chart-topping podcast Generation Barney. This series is about the TV we love and how it shapes us. We'll take you inside the creation of Gilmore Girls, why we keep revisiting it, and the impact the show has had on its home state. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the show, this podcast offers fresh insights and heartfelt nostalgia. Follow Generation Gilmore Girls on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening now. Trust me, it's worth the trip back to Stars Hollow.
You might be curious what it takes, from equipment to general know-how, to make a podcast like this come to life. Maybe you're interested in making your own series as your New Year's resolution, which is why you should check out my show, Podcast Perspectives, the award-winning series hosted by me, Jeff Umbro, and produced by The Podglomerate, recently named the best podcast production and marketing agency by PR Daily. Podcast Perspectives explores the audio industry through conversations with the experts behind the podcasts you love. From the Washington Post, iHeart, Pushkin, Lemonada, and beyond. We discuss everything from how to produce the best series to how to monetize and grow your shows to reach more audiences. If you're looking for a place to start, check out our recent podcast predictions episode, where we bring on podcast leaders like Lemonada's Jessica Cordova-Kramer, Pushkin's Greta Cohn, Bumper's Dan Meisner, NHPR's Rebecca Lavoie, and NASA's Katie Conants to share inspiring takeaways for 2026. Podcast Perspectives is designed to be approachable and actionable for anyone, regardless of podcasting experience. So follow Podcast Perspectives with Jeff Umbro on your favorite podcast app today.